As the season's winding down with just 2 games to go on the schedule, seniors begin to count down those 2 games and the practices they have left. Hi again, everybody. Mike Gallagher with a couple of Bearcats for our Bearcat interviews of the week with the football team. And standing next to me on your right, quarterback Josh Dean, and on your left, Ryan Johnston, wide receiver, long snapper, and anything it takes to get on the field. These 2 seniors are part of the success of the Bearcats this week in the last couple of seasons. And, Josh, I'm going to start with you, obviously being the quarterback guy and whatnot. For 2 full seasons, the starter, you earned it down in Texas last year when we went down there. You led the team in so many different ways, from the emotional side to the statistical side. You're a field general. You're a record-setting quarterback. And tell us about the path when you first came here to where you're at today as a senior. Because there's one thing I do remember, a young man on special teams and also a young man playing scout quarterback.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade this journey for anything. Coming here, obviously out of high school, every little high school star thinks they're going to be the guy their freshman year. And got a little reality check, had to work my way up, and really appreciated my time playing scouts. It was a great opportunity to just fly around, do what you can do to make plays, and by the end of that freshman year, I was on, I think, all the special teams. And next year, played a little receiver, a little wildcat quarterback, still special teams, and then made the most of my opportunity in Texas, like you said. And it's been fun since. Yeah,
a lot of fun. A lot of the things you'd have to look in the record books. I don't have them, but recently set the most touchdowns in one game record, 7 against Lewis and Clark, I believe it was. And that's a record that's held a long time, including Coach Horner having that record tied. He tied it at 6. That had to be kind of I know you're not into stats and personal accolades, but that had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, no, that was a blast. Because first game junior year, I was able to get 6 against Texas in my first start, and I was like, ooh, tying it, that's cool, but it'd be fun to break it, because I knew I'd left some points on the field that game. And it's cool to break it, but what's better are the wins.
Well, you don't have to always be the starting quarterback to be a star. And this guy over here, I've been giving him a bad time for years, mainly because of the Columbia Gorge connection we have, the Dalles, Hood River. If you're from there, you know what I mean. It's kind of like Willamette and Linfield. They don't mix very well. But we've made it work.
We've tried. Yeah.
We've tried. As a non-starter, that's all you've ever wanted to be as a starter. At the Dalles, you were a starter. Like a lot of these guys on this team, all league this, starter that. You didn't come here. You had to work your way up. It wasn't until late in your junior year when you, RJ, really got a chance to, I guess you'd say, get a chance to do whatever you needed to do, whether it was snap the ball, a wide receiver, special teams. You did almost everything.
Yeah, coming in as a freshman, like Diener said, I played both ways in high school, but when you come in as a freshman, you have Scott Shotgun starting at outside receiver. You don't exactly plan to play very much. But
you are wearing his number, though.
No, he was 85.
Oh, 85.
I'm Tony Kokorian, if anybody remembers TK.
The Corky, yes.
But, when I came in as a freshman, Coach Mikey was playing, and he just told me flat out, hey, if you want to get on the bus, play special teams. And I took that to heart, and I tried to do anything I could, punt return, KO, kickoff return, anything I could do to get on the field. And then I ended up snapping this year for PATs and then worked my way in punt here and there. But my motto is just trying to get on the field any way I can, and by doing that, you get noticed and you get in some receiver reps here and there. So
you reminded me of Mikey Lemon, of course, a couple of years ago, a running back, a tailback, a wide receiver. All of a sudden, his PT was diminished because he had an injury. And the next thing you know, he says, I'm just going to play long snapper. He became the long snapper, one of the first 3 guys around the guy at the other end when it was time to make the tackle. You, like so many guys, just found a way to play.
Yes, sir. And that's kind of just what I've been trying to do this year, trying to get on the field, help Diener out whenever I can when I'm playing offense, or if it's just playing special teams, making a tackle, being in the right spot, blocking a punt, doing whatever I can.
Well, you talked about he helped you out and you helped him out. You added to his touchdown total. He added to yours.
He did.
1. Yeah, the Willamette University. You had it earlier this year. You finally got that TD. Talk about that play and what it felt like.
Oh, man, I'm not going to lie. My parents were here. Most of my family's here for that, so it was pretty just, awe-inspiring, just because I don't know, for 3 years I just played special teams and not really planned on being too much of an offensive threat. But we practiced that play all week in practice, and as soon as I stepped up on the ball, I looked out and I was like, well, Diener's going to throw me the ball. So just kind of came to it, and Diener hooked it up. I caught it, and we scored a touchdown. So
you see the smile. He kind of likes that. Well, another thing that makes you smile as well when you're able to find, whether it's the 3rd or 4th receiver out there, to find somebody open. And the big thing is, your guys this year really coming back and making the catches. They're going to the ball.
Yeah, it's great to see the receivers competing for every ball when it's in the air, and that's something we stress in practice. I know our receivers coach, Lucas, he's just done a great job this year, teaching effort, and he's got funny ways of doing it. a lot of push-ups these guys have to do.
Well, up until a few weeks ago, only 2 interceptions. Now we're up to 10 with 23 touchdowns, I believe, at this time. PLU and Linfield have not been kind, and with those 2 losses in a row as we get ready for Pacific, everyone looks at everyone on the team, but a lot of people look at the quarterback. I don't think a lot of people have. It's a team loss, but I'm sure you're feeling a lot of burden.
Definitely. No, especially that Pacific Lutheran game, 5 interceptions. That's kind of a quarterback's worst nightmare, and I understand they were all my fault, so it sucks, and I hate losing as much, if not more than the next guy. But, hey, it's our senior year. We got 2 more games. What's our legacy going to be? So make the most of these last 2.
Adversity. It's all about life. I don't care what anybody says. Sports, football, whatever. It's adversity. Mm-hmm. How you handle it. So how have you?
Oh, I think it's, coach says it after games. If losing's the worst thing that happens to you, say that week, that month, even that year, you're living a pretty blessed life. So I'm definitely blessed to be playing with a bunch of guys that are like family members to me, and I wouldn't trade this team for the world.
I'll tell you what, I don't think there's enough Drano to flush the last couple of weeks because it's been tough for you, but you stood well as a team captain and a leader. I'm going to slide to both of these guys. They're obviously seniors, are looking to finish their education. As I look down here, your Bearcat playing time comes up here in a couple of weeks. What are you going to do with the education? What are you studying, RJ? What do you think you want to do?
I'm actually a history major, focused in education, probably going to go on to teach high school and coach. That's my dream.
Coach football?
Coach football, yeah.
You're not going to go back in the gorge, are you?
If I can go back to the Dalles and beat Hood River a couple times, it wouldn't bother me.
They are going to change their mascot from Eagle Indians to Riverhawks soon, so we're very excited about that. But I think you'd make a good coach because you've shown what it takes. You don't have to be the starter to be valuable on this team. I hope you know that.
I don't know. Just like what we said before, Diener, it's a family, and if I get a shot to play for the family and we get to do our job, nothing's better at the end of the day for me. So.
And Josh, you're studying. What's your career after the helmet gets hung up going to look like?
I'm an economics major. Currently, don't have anything planned that will be using econ initially, but I'm graduating in December, so I'm lucky to get out a little early, and I look forward to trying to pursue coaching. Like Ryan said, I could definitely see myself in the long run, hopefully being a high school head coach and teacher.
And when the last snap is taken, how's it going to feel? I know it's not for 2 weeks yet.
I hope it's not till after. Hopefully, I can find a European team to play for this summer. That's the goal. But no, when the last snap of college football has come and gone, it'll be sad, but a lot of. I'll be proud of what we've accomplished here.
And RJ, for you, what's that feeling going to be like? Or have you given it any thought?
It's going to be one of pride. I don't know, it takes a lot to play 4 years of college football. Any guy can tell you that. Between school, if you have to work while you're here too. So I'm just going to be proud of what I've been able to do, what I've been able to do with my team. And, hopefully I'm going to be proud of that performance in the last game as well.
Ryan Johnston, along with Josh Dean, a couple of great guys, record-setting quarterback, just a wonderful pain in the rear right here is RJ. And with RJ and with Josh Dean, I'm Mike Gallagher. Thanks for joining us, everybody, here on FullAccessSports.com.